Hello, and welcome to Opponent's Point of View. My name is Callum Taylor, and as always, I'm joined by the handsome one, Mr. Fraser Doig.
Simon.
Alan, this is episode 34. This week we've got a bit of a busy one. We have our news as usual. We've got a Joker review, because we saw that. And we have our pick of the week, which is Matrix.
That was your pick of the week.
Matrix, sorry.
Mortal Kombat.
We don't have any news there. Mortal Kombat. See, I nearly got through it there. This
is another one of your picks where it's that nostalgia effect until you realise that, it's not as good as you remember.
No, that was...
But we'll get there. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I'll let you fire off with the news, as per usual.
We've got a bit of news. Quite a bit of news now. This one was revealed, 2 days ago, but the Batman has found his Catwoman, which is the Hunger Games Zoe Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yep.
Jason Momoa's granddaughter.
Goddaughter
or whatever it is. I don't care what it is. I don't think it matters. But what do you think of the casting more than her family life?
I like it. She's a good actress, and it's nice for them to have a different type of person playing the role. You know what I mean? It's particularly, it's usually just like a normal white person that plays the character, and it's nice to have someone else come in and play it and put their own spin on it. I'm good.
What kind of suit do you think they're giving her? Are they going? Do you think they're going to go?
I don't think they'll over sexualise.
They're not going to go Batman Returns like Michelle Pfeiffer, but I don't want them to go Anne Hathaway where it was just like bits of like metal stuck on her with like goggles and a couple of pointy ears.
I think they'll go down the route of, remember Injustice? Was it Injustice she was in? Remember how they gave her different? There was an armour type suit she had. It was a bit Batman-ish.
Right.
I think they'll go down that route. To not over sexualise her and make
not
her...
the skimpy tightness.
No. Just the day.
Do you think they're going to go full out this time? Like, because obviously with Anne Hathaway's, she was kind of just a lassie who dressed in a bit of armour and had like ears. But do you think they're going to go...
Halle Berry.
Yeah, but do you think they're going to go like the Whip, and they're going to have like she's actually got not the cat abilities, but sort of thing?
No abilities, I don't see that, but the Whip, gadgets, all that, I think they'll go full out. Like
she's just going to be like the basically like the thief persona.
Yeah, I think we'll go straight thief. Yeah, I think we'll get the flirtation between her and Batman. But
I don't want the over sexualised, obviously, but what I do want is I want the whole like, I didn't trust her, but I do trust her, but I can't help but follow her.
Yeah.
Thing. I want that.
Yeah. It's his obsession.
Yes, I want that. I want the whole like constantly always try to make her do something good where she does care about him but never really shows it, but always just think I want that relationship.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she pulls it off really well, and it isn't another Halle Berry situation. I don't feel like Matt Reeves will be like, here, let's give you cat powers.
Do you think about do you think she's going to have a big part, or do you think she's going to be just...
I think she'll rescue him at one point. Kind of getting that I might be a bad person, but I still care about you type of thing. But a major role, nah, I didn't see it. I see her being a bit part in the film, to be honest.
All depends. It all comes down to who the villain is, really.
Yeah, I know, that's very true.
All what it comes down to, where she's connected to that or not.
Yeah,
but it's definitely moving forward with this. I mean, obviously, there's still no confirmation about who Jonah Hill is, but slowly but surely, we're getting more and more information and more casting with this, and it just makes me look forward to it. Yeah,
I'm definitely looking for Matt Reeves' wee spin on it, to be honest with you. He's a very good director, and I think...
how long do you think it'll be before we get to see what Robin Bat looks like in the suit?
Is that the new thing?
I don't know what...
Is that your thing? Did you make that up?
No, I didn't make that up.
I was going to say that's quick.
I can't think of a name to give him.
Next year.
Robin Pattinson?
Yeah.
That'd be about it.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson?
Well, that's you just switching it the other way around to what I said, but whatever.
Robert Twilabat?
No, that's terrible.
Get it?
It's going to be a while before. I hope he looks good, but we've talked about the Batman for a long time, so...
Yeah, we have. We'll move on. Oh, sorry. This came out today also. And it was the director of Deadpool 1 and 2 has come out and said that Deadpool 3 will be R-rated and it will have a foot in the MCU door. Because as it's been shown by Ryan Reynolds and I can't remember his name, the director of Deadpool, were all at Marvel Studios at the weekend.
Basically, I think the reason why this has come about is because over the last few years, it's proven that R-rated films still make a shit ton of money.
Yes, agreed. I highly doubt it'll actually ever go into the MCU. Maybe
not full on.
No.
But I would like to at least see maybe a reoccurring someone appear in his film, and he meets them and actually refers to them as the actor, not the character, and then he tries to swear and it beeps, and he gets annoyed because he can't speak properly, and it's just a tiny little bit, but it's still there.
Okay, what I see them doing? I see them good placing it. Remember when Kristen Bell's character first goes in and she tries to swear, and she's like fork,
something like that. Yeah.
I see them going down.
I would prefer a straight beep.
Yeah.
Where he literally tries his hardest to put a swear word in there, and he cannot.
Yeah. Again, it's so good because I feel like he'd be the type of character who'd stand in a Disney t-shirt. You know what I mean?
They can't go completely all out with it. I don't think they can go like super. It would not take away from the moment, but just a little thing.
Yeah.
Where I would like it, say Ant-Man's in it, and he brings up the fact that he was in Friends. Something tiny like that that's still hilarious.
Yeah, or he'll be like, oh my god, you haven't aged since Friends.
Something tiny like that, and the fact that then he tries to like swear or he tries to do something violent. Like say he shoots someone and instead of them dying, like confetti comes out because he's in a PG world. Something tiny like that, but I still don't want it to be shoved in our throat.
Okay, well, I'd love it for Mr. Sunday podcast that we listen to always do it. But when they talk about Tom Holland, and they go, "Hello, Tom Holland," I would love it if Deadpool done something like that. Like just talk to him like he's a wee Englishman, like Spider-Man.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But again, I still think he deserves to be on his own merits as well. I don't think they need to shove him straight in.
No, just do what they did with the Marvel TV shows. It's mentioned. You know what I mean? Like he knows. Like Deadpool goes to the X-Men mansion, he mentions them all.
Yeah,
like, just stuff like that. He doesn't have to be in the films. I don't need it. I don't anyway, and I don't know if anyone else.
And I firmly believe that the reason they're going forward with this is because R-rated movies do incredibly well.
Yes, there's a room for them now.
Yes, I agree. If they're good, that's the thing. If they're good, they do well.
Yeah.
So there's none of this whole R-rated films don't make a lot of money.
Yeah. Moving on, we've got a bit of Matrix 4 news, and Fraser brought this to my attention, but he refuses to try the name. So I will try.
Don't make it sound like that. Don't make it sound like I'm not attempting. I just don't want to butcher the guy's name.
Aquaman and
everything.
Yeah, he's in everything now. Yahya Abdul Mateen II has joined the cast.
And the main reason I wanted to talk about this is because the rumours are that he is Morpheus' son.
Ooh.
Or it's Morpheus. Set in the past and he's a young Morpheus.
Literally thinking that as you were going about the son, I thought you were going to say it's set in the past.
The rumour is one of the two of them. He's either a young Morpheus or he's Morpheus' son.
I see it being young Morpheus. I don't see him being a son. It wouldn't work, I feel. Yeah.
The only problem with it is that if he's young Morpheus, then he has to be like Lawrence Fishburne, where if it's his son, he gets to be his own character. He just has the Morpheus' name.
Not really, because he's young, so he's still learning. He's still growing.
Yeah, but you but when you look at him at that, it's like in any situation where an actor plays a younger, like when you see a younger version, you're always thinking of what it becomes. I mean, the only example off the top of my head I can think about, well, there is Han Solo. Men in Black 3, where Josh Brolin plays Tommy Lee Jones, but he had to be like Tommy Lee Jones. So if he plays a young Morpheus, he has to do the mannerisms of Lawrence Fishburne, where if it's his son, he gets to act kind of like that because they're related, but he gets to be his own character. And I would prefer that.
I feel like story-wise, it would be better if he was a young Morpheus. But for the film to be better in a whole, I feel like he'd be better being the son.
I would prefer him to be the son, but I believe that you're probably right, and it's going to be a young Morpheus.
Yeah, but either way,
he's a good actor.
Yeah, fantastic actor, and he's in so much.
And I'm sure he's much taller than actual Lawrence Fishburne, so I guess he shrunk in his old age.
that does happen.
Yeah, but not to that extent.
No, Lawrence Fishburne's.
I think I'm going son. You can go young Morpheus, but I'm going son.
I'm saying it here, young Morpheus. You're saying son.
I'm saying son.
Okay. I can. Then you have to. Then if Lawrence Fishburne isn't there, you're gonna have to come up with a reason for why he's dead.
What? Because he just dead.
He's just.
Yeah.
I was fishing with Daddy one day. It was lovely.
I mean, think about it. If Neo can come back, then why can't they both be in it?
Will Neo have eyes?
Yes, because I think it's going to be. I mean, yes, I do think he will have eyes. I mean, Trinity's in it, and she died. She got impaled by things.
Yeah.
Like bits of the ship.
I don't know how they're going to do this. I can't wait to see how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm all for it. He's a good actor, like we said before, and it'll just make the Matrix 4 even better, having him there. Moving on to my last bit of news before I pass it on to you, is we got Rick and Morty season 4.
Yes,
season 4 to be released on November the 10th. Finally got a trailer.
Only getting 5 episodes.
5 episodes. That's nippy. Because that's not like 5 episodes. Then set like 2 months later we got another 5. That's it. We're getting 5 episodes for this season. Now I understand the time it must take to make this stuff. But multiple companies do it all the time. So I don't understand why they've cut it so short.
It's like they're sick of doing it.
Yeah, completely. Because I've got Dan Harmon and stuff on my Instagram and Twitter and that, and there's just no real mention of it. He's just like, oh, here's Rick and Morty.
It's like they're sick of doing it. Yeah. And it's such a good show, and I don't understand. Like, yeah, fair enough if you don't want to oversaturate it. Like, take a year off, but again, give us. Like, yeah, but that's right. Or even take a couple of like whatever. Like, fine if you want to take a year between, that's fine. But give at least like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, just gives around 10.
5's fuck all, because the episodes are like 25 minutes long.
What are they gonna do? Like, there's no mention of it being longer. Like episodes, there's no mention of them being like, oh, you're fit. There'll be loads packed.
Nothing. You just have to take what you get.
That's no get in a Rick and Morty show. For me personally, because I like the build. Like, it's not always connected.
I like I mean, they're going to be good episodes, and they better fucking be for 5. They better be damn fine fucking episodes.
They must have, hopefully they've made 10 and went, okay, these 5 are the best ones.
It just, I genuinely believe that it's just, I don't understand. I can understand like something that's overhyped, or if you're feeling that you're running dry on a product, but like don't be so assholey and nonchalant about it. Like, you've put time and effort into this. I mean, look, I'll give you an example. Okay. Right. Big Mouth.
Yes.
Just finished his 3rd season. That takes about a year per break. That gives you 10 episodes each time. Not the show is not dipped in quality once.
Yeah.
So what's like? Well, why? You don't have to, like. For some reason they get super saturated with it, and they just get like pissed off. Like,
I think it's trying to keep to a hype. I think because people have set the bar so high, because it's done so well that
it's funny.
Yeah, I think
it's not animated better than any other show.
No,
it doesn't look any better than animated shows. Yes, it's funny, and I will happily admit that. But what makes Rick and Morty better than anything else is the humour. And the actual storiness and the storytelling.
Yeah.
And giving you 5 episodes is just like, well, cool, what are you going to do in 5 episodes? I swear to God, see if there's nothing about Evil Morty. Like, because they set that up last season.
Yeah.
They took a break from Evil Morty, and then they set up the big hang. See if there's fuck all in 5 episodes. Like, wait another year to find out about that shit.
But they do that, though. There's certain stuff they put in, and they kind of just leave it be.
And then like, come back years later.
Mum, like the mum. Well, we find out if she's the real mum or the fake mum.
You'll never find out.
Yeah, it's stuff like I get that, that's cool. But give us 10 episodes or so of something else that takes our mind off it. But 5 episodes, it's just kind of like, are they getting less funny? Like, are these people not able to write stuff as good as the prior seasons?
They probably are. Again, it's just, I don't want to say it's laziness, it's just that's what they want, to only do 5 episodes.
Yeah.
It's probably Justin Roiland's been doing game stuff, and Dan Harmon is doing whatever the fuck he wants. I get
I got different
it's
stuff.
weird. It's, for me, it's strange. Like, something that's this popular, yes, don't give me 20 episodes, but how much was it last time? It was like 8?
8, yeah. But here's the thing.
Give me 8.
Yeah, they're getting less and less as they go on. But at the end of the day, just stick with 8. It's like a band that have been together making great shit, then they come back and it's like, oh, here's the album. And it's not as good or not as well done as any other one. And it just, you're right, you know what I say, it sounds lazy. There might be a lot of hard work went into this. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, it feels like you just didn't put enough in. You know what I mean? And that could just be the 2019 in me, lifestyle, where we're just like, I'm just not happy with what I'm getting. You know what I mean? But
yeah, true, I can understand that. But 5 is fucking nothing.
Yeah. It's like one episode every Sunday.
That's like what you're talking, that's only like, it's almost just a month of that's it.
And that's literally only about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Think about it. So
about
like 20,
that, yeah.
25.
Because the episodes are only like 20 minutes long. But
that's sad.
All I'm saying is basically like, remember the last season of Black Mirror was just 3 episodes.
Yes.
And I said before they came out, they better be some damn fine fucking good episodes if they're only giving me 3.
Yeah.
This better be some damn good fucking 5 episodes if they're only giving me 5.
Fingers crossed is all we can do, really.
Because there better no be shit in there. If they're only giving me 5, then fucking give me a good 5.
Yeah.
If you make less, you better make them better.
I know. Agreed. 100%.
Anyway,
yeah, moving on.
We're going to move on to trailers now because we've got a lot of stuff to get through. I'd say the first trailer we're going to talk about here is The Gentleman.
Yes.
So Guy Ritchie's.
I was sitting there
Guy Ritchie's new movie.
He's gone back to old school.
Yeah, the main reason I want to talk about it is because it's very Snatch, Lock, Stock, Smoking Barrels, Revolver, like the Rock and Roller.
Great film. I like that.
Too much hype, and it annoyed me because they were like, yeah, they'll make another one, and they just didn't. Remember that? It's like,
yeah, I remember the hype. I like this. I fucking love the look of it, to be honest with you, because I like these Guy Ritchie type of films. They're nitty, they're gritty, and it seems like the story's going to grow.
This is his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This is where he should stay.
God, I hope David Beckham doesn't turn up. He turned up in King Arthur. It was just stupid. But anyway, he's working with Charlie Hunnam again, and because obviously from King Arthur and Sons of Anarchy. He seems to be the main character.
No, Matthew McConaughey seems to be the main character.
I don't agree with you.
Yes, definitely.
No, because
definitely.
You've got, I can't remember his name. The guy with the goatee that's talking to him.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant's talking to him about the story and discussing it with him.
And then it says, and then in the story, it turns and says we've got a protagonist, and it goes to Matthew McConaughey.
I don't
protagonist means the leader of the story.
Okay,
it's Matthew. I'd say it's Matthew McConaughey.
Using words and clips and showing us things. Remember when the Hulk was in the Avengers fight scenes and he wasn't in it? Didn't trust trailers.
Cool. Yeah, of course, because there's a few.
Just saying.
I forgot Marvel are in cahoots with Guy Ritchie and they make trailers together. It's Matthew McConaughey.
I didn't think it is. But anyway.
No offense to Charlie Hunnam, but Matthew McConaughey is the bigger actor.
Okay. He's still massive in America. Just saying. I feel Charlie Hunnam is going to be the main guy. Okay? Okay. We passed your...
Yeah, I'm not annoyed. I'm just saying that you're wrong.
Now? Can we discuss the trailer now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. What happens in it?
Matthew McConaughey, not the main guy.
Seems to be running the business, the boss.
Yeah, the boss, but he's not the main guy. He is...
Going up against an Asian gangster family.
Yeah, and it's kind of a... helpful drug versus bad drug.
Where Matthew McConaughey is the leader of one gang.
Yes.
And the boy from Crazy Rich Asians is the leader of the other gang.
Yeah.
And it looks like they come at odds because, like you say, Matthew McConaughey's character runs the marijuana business.
Yeah.
And it looks like the guy from Crazy Rich Asians runs it's either I'm going to go for heroin. They do not say what drug it is, but if he says like mine's heals and yours kills, I'm assuming heroin.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like Charlie Hunnam is Matthew McConaughey's best friend.
I think it's his right hand.
Yeah, best friend.
Yeah.
Like, firmly believe, I do believe that Matthew McConaughey is the main character of the film.
You're wrong, but okay, go on.
Charlie Hunnam is like his right hand man, who is probably in it just as much as he is, but the protagonist is 100% Matthew McConaughey.
Just can't let it go.
Yeah, because like he's
Tell what, we could both be wrong. It's Colin Farrell's the main guy, right? Okay.
No, Colin Farrell's there as the funny muscle.
He's a funny guy.
It looks alright. I'm just happy that he's kind of back to his old snatch lock stock form, and I like the combination of Guy Ritchie and Matthew McConaughey. So that's what interests me.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good watch. Hopefully it's not the Irishman length, but yeah.
Well, and then we're going to move on to Onward, which is Pixar's new movie. We got a tiny little trailer for this quite a while ago.
It was just a sneak.
It's it looked like animated Bright, but now it looks like great. It looks like
Bright met D&D,
but better,
Toy Story.
but better, like a million times better, like no Will Smith.
No,
but I have a question. I know this is completely taking a hanky, but we're not going to see Gemini Man, right?
Are we? Fuck.
Cool, great, because apparently it's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Will Smith, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, Onward. Chris Pratt, Tom Holland play two...
brothers.
Brotherly... They're not elves?
No,
what do they look like? Goblins?
Trolls.
Trolls?
Trolls, I'd go trolls.
I'd say you got that, And they find a staff that belonged to their dad that they were given when they turn over 16 and find out their dad's a wizard. And
clearly, at the beginning of the trailer, it shows the dad's Gandalf.
I don't think that's dad. I think that's kind of showing off the world. Like, this is the kind of world we live in.
Do you think it's just one of those moments? It's none.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's basically just like showing off this is the kind of world we live in, and people have kind of forgot about magic because it's like a fantasy world, but in the 21st century. Like, Bright, but again, better. But it looks like a nice, happy, like it's one of those, the dads, they're all about getting the dad back, but it will bring the brothers closer together. Classic Pixar.
Yeah.
Think it's going to make you cry?
Oh, aye.
Because I don't think I've cried. I've not cried at a Pixar film since Up.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah, sorry, Toy Story 3. Yeah, I haven't seen.
I've not seen Toy Story 4.
I've not seen 4 yet.
I've got it to watch, but
Coco never made me cry.
No.
I know that it made some people cry, but it didn't make me cry.
Love that film though.
Good film.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to it. It's February.
I think so. Yeah. I think it looks pretty good, and I think the chemistry between.
I won't look like a weirdo at the cinema because I'll have my son with me.
I'll take the wife. This isn't an excuse. But it does look good. Next, we're going to move on to is probably the most recent one, which would be Doolittle.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.'s first film out of the MCU.
It's not what I thought I'd see him in.
No, and I didn't actually ever remember hearing him doing this. It's Disney, isn't it? It's still Disney, Doolittle.
Yeah, I'd assume it's Disney, yeah.
Looks good. It looks alright. Like it doesn't look like it's going to be fucking groundbreaking or like... Was it? Is it The Judge he did a while back, which was fucking phenomenal.
For me, it looks like I wouldn't say they're trying to take it too seriously.
Yeah,
but they kind of are at the same time.
It's not Eddie Murphy, Doctor.
No. It looks like it's gonna
the old Doolittle
film
series. He kisses a seal at one point, I believe.
I think he's. It's all going to be about Robert Downey Jr. because that's just what it is now. Whenever he's in a film. I know John Cena's in it. I saw him in The Hang at the End. I don't know who he is, but I know he's in it.
Tom Holland's in it.
They're probably one of the animals.
Yeah, cool. completely. John Cena's probably the bear. Just saying. It looks alright. It looks.
One thing I didn't like about the trailer is that, apart from like 2 bits, doesn't really talk to animals, which is the whole point in Doolittle.
There's a bit where he shoves his face into the water.
Yeah, but it's the bit where he talks to the ape who gets scared.
Yeah.
And he talks to the tiger coming in, but not really anything else. And the whole point in Dr. Doolittle is the fact that he talks to all the animals. So
maybe it wasn't in the budget.
Do you think we're talking like motion capture technology, or do you think in fully CGI animals?
Both.
I feel like
it's
we're talking like ape.
We're
talking like ape kind of characters, full, motion capture, and then another one. Obviously, there's not a man shaped like a giraffe. So
if it was, it'd be Sean Gunn. I'm just saying.
So we're gonna get Hopefully, it looks alright, and it's not like grating after a while.
Yeah.
But with the technology nowadays, are you gonna go see it?
Probably.
Yeah, it might be like something you can take your son to.
Yeah, it might be. I'll take you. It might be one of those things that's between.
No, I don't think I'm gonna go see it.
If it's one of those things between decent films, I'm taking you along.
Well, I don't really. Again, it looks not bad, but I also don't care at the same time.
We've got to make sure Robert Downey Jr.'s.
Couldn't care less. Could not care less. He's already got enough money. It's not like I need to support him.
What I think this is, right? I feel like he was
a midlife crisis.
Probably. He shaved his head now, so yeah. I feel like Disney was like, we'll put you in all these Marvel films, but you have to do this film for us at the end.
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's maybe just. It's the last thing I think I'd see.
Yeah, I honestly thought the first thing he would be in would be Sherlock.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I thought the next thing he'd be like, okay, I'm away from the MCU, Sherlock,
and then end on that. And the last trailer we're going to talk about is probably the one that came out the longest, but it's been a gap from episodes, is the Birds of Prey trailer.
Yes.
What is it? The Emancipation Proclamation of Harley Quinn or something? Surprised I remembered that, but...
Good for you. You written it, didn't you?
What do you think of the trailer?
Looks bonkers, but looks very, very good. It's overshadowed by Harley Quinn, which is...
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think it also looks good, but this movie should not be called Birds of Prey. By the trailer, it shouldn't be called Birds of Prey, because that trailer was about nothing else but one person.
I'm split up with the Joker. No one cares about us. I'm a crazy bitch. I have a hyena. Ewan McGregor really, really wants me to dress like Marilyn Monroe. That's literally what I got for the trailer. But there's like fucking Black Canary, the Huntress. Yeah,
it needs to be like the second trailer bit. You better get more of their stuff.
Victor Zsasz is in this trailer.
Is he?
Yeah, see the grey-haired guy. You see him 1 minute staring back, and he's talking to Ewan McGregor and stuff like that. That's Victor Zsasz.
He appears in so much.
Yeah.
Does he not got the cuts?
Yeah, he's got the cuts. You can see it when they close in his face.
Okay, that's cool. I'm interested. I'm interested about that now.
Ewan McGregor's henchmen have the black masks on.
Yeah, but he does not
yet. I feel like he goes by a bit of mental breakdown.
But why would they have the masks on and he doesn't?
Because maybe his thing is the black masks, and then he's in the middle of being a fucking half businessman, half party animal. Like you said, how his dad's running everything. Then his dad dies, and he's kind of like, I have to step up now. Boom.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. He better get that.
How mad, would you be
if he doesn't get the mask?
Until right at the end.
I'd be very annoyed.
Like, it's like Harley's just beat him and he comes out of these ashes and it just clicks the mask on. How mad would you be?
I'd be very annoyed. He needs to put the damn mask on. I'm not saying the entire film, because again, they're paying for Ewan McGregor's face, not Ewan McGregor's eyes. Yeah. But he needs to put it. He needs to wear it.
Yeah.
He has to wear it. I get it, like the character is a party boy, but they have to have the mask.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
It doesn't need to be fused to his face. They don't need to do that bullshit, but he needs to wear it.
Red Hood type mask, but it's like shaped like a skull.
No, I want the full thing. I need the full thing. I want him in the properly, and I want it to be like wooden. I know I'm asking too much, but I want it to be like Blackwood, and I want it to look exactly like the mask. And then when he puts it on, I need him to be in the white suit the first time he does it.
White suit.
I need the white suit.
He does wear a white suit.
I need the white suit the first time, and I need the black mask, and that's it. And it goes completely over his head, and it can come off if he likes, but that's what I need, and it's made out of wood. I'm asking too much, but I don't care. That's what I
can't
need.
wait till he's got a rubber mask on with a black suit.
It's only a visor. he's wearing just a dressing gown. There's no suit involved.
It's like big pink shoes.
He's maybe got like those bunny slippers on.
Yeah.
Wow. And not a sound, and just like a visor. Yeah, no mask.
It's tattooed on his face.
But it does, like you did say, it does look. It has a Suicide Squad feel, which I do not know if that is a compliment or an insult.
It's a fucking insult.
But it did have that. Well, for me, I'm obviously the thing about Suicide Squad is that it was filmed differently. The trailer came out. Everybody loved the trailer, so they re-edited the film to be like the trailer, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
This to me looks like it's already made like the trailer should be, so it's actually going to be good already.
Yeah. If
that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's not giving us false information.
Because that's what happened with Suicide Squad. Yeah. So this looks like it's going to be like it's had that feel from the beginning, not like put halfway through where they're like, not everything needs to be sad and depressing. Yeah. Let's make it fun. And the way that DC is going, apart from what they've the most recent, everything has been fun and lighthearted, which in my opinion has been the best things about DC.
It's really weird that DC, don't get me wrong, even the comics, they had their dark moments, but 9 times out of 10 it was all about hope and justice and all this, but they started off really dark, and now they're
the reason they started off really dark is because that person you fucking love was put in charge of the universe.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, exactly.
Zack Snyder cut.
Did you hear about before we because we're going to move on to the Joker next, but did you hear about the concept art that he put out on Instagram?
No.
There was a character, I cannot remember his name, but it was in the Justice League, or was it the Man of Steel?
It was in Man of Steel. He starts off in the Man of Steel.
But in Justice League, there was concept art revealed that he was Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. I remember that.
So again, this is the whole like his thing was complete.
Harry Lennox's General Swanwick was secretly Martian Manhunter in Justice League storyboard.
Yeah. So again, that's that thing of his film was completely different, but I also don't care. So
that's cut.
It's never going to happen. I don't care. Happening. You've brought this up for at least
I'll keep pumping
34 episodes, and it's never going to happen.
It's never going away.
It's never going to happen.
Right here, I'm saying it.
It's never going to happen. Anyway, that's been the news.
Yeah. Bit of fun-filled.
A bit of decent stuff going on. Yeah. So now we're going to move on to, we both went to see Joaquin Phoenix's and Todd Phillips' The Joker.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is going to be, Callum, and I say this out loud, and I say it on the podcast, and you have to bloody do it. We need time codes for this. Because to go from spoiler to not spoiler is incredibly hard. Because talking about this in a non-spoiler section is going to be incredibly short. Yeah. And then talking about it in the spoiler section will be not lengthy, but it will be longer than non-spoiler. Okay. So let's try and go non-spoiler first. So, okay. Callum, what's the story? Don't know why I asked you, because it's probably going to fail. But whatever. You can say his name.
Broken Arthur Fleck turned fucking that, can I? No.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, you take it. So, I'm trying to do it. Spoil it.
Okay. Wait, no, I can do this. Arthur Fleck is a run-of-the-mill worker in the city of Gotham, and due to unforeseen circumstances in his life and career, sends him on a dark path that has consequences for the entire city.
Nailed it, mate.
I'd say that's pretty good.
You fucking nailed it.
I'd say that's pretty good, yeah.
I would have been like, blah, 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 spoiler, blah,
yeah,
spoiler.
I'd say that's alright, yeah. Okay, so, non-spoiler action. I mean, if you're going to go for non-spoiler action...
let's talk about Arthur Fleck character.
Again, that's hard.
The thing is, he's...
Well, I'd say,
on a basis,
if we're going to go non-spoiler, right?
We'll try.
We have to at least talk about Todd Phillips' direction. Because we don't usually do this.
Yes.
But in a non-spoiler section, because to talk about Joaquin's performance is going to be quite hard without diving into certain bits. But we have to at least talk about Todd Phillips' direction and the way he did this film.
Todd Phillips has what I can only describe attention to detail in this, and the way he shot it and showed the characters and the change in the characters is done so well.
All about Joaquin, and the pretty much 100% of the camera is on him. I think you're right about the way he made me feel that the world was set in the time period it was. It was like I was watching a film in that time period. It's like I went to the film in the 80s and watched the film. Yeah. Like it was that good. Like it just like I just accepted it. It was that time. Yeah. Like the way Gotham looked, the way that the film opened with the like OG Warner Brothers logo, like they used back in the 80s. The way the buildings or the billboards, even like the city.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's clothes, like
the news. Sorry to interrupt you, but even the detail, attention to detail he had with just the news segments you heard in the background from the radios and TV. It just kind of drew you into what it looks like and painted a picture for you.
It looked like it bang on like late 70s, early 80s. Like it was absolute. I think it's set in 1981, but do not hold me to that.
87, I think.
No, it's not that late.
No,
definitely not that late.
Well, the logo is from 1972.
Yeah, so I think it's late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
I think it's either 79, 1980 or 1981. I don't know exactly. But again, the way the world like looked, it's definitely like you could see the 70s shifting into the 80s.
Yeah.
And that whole like, you know, the Wolf of Wall Street, you know, greed is good. The stock people, but like the
split between rich and poor.
Exactly. The corporate guys against the basically the average day 9-to-5ers.
Yeah. And that plays a heavy part in this film.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Okay, Joaquin's performance, as much as non-spoiler we can go here, is phenomenal. He is fantastic.
Like before seeing this, we heard all these nods and shouts of Oscar worthy, just he needs one, blah blah, and coming out, and I'm like, I see it, I see why. His performance in this film is just out of this world. I think he's outstanding. Absolutely brilliant, 100%. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor. Yeah. Pours his heart and soul into roles, and he deserves the credit. For do I think he'll get an Oscar for it? No. Do you think he might get a nod? Yeah. But I do not think he'll win. But does he deserve to win? Depending. Yeah, I think he was fucking real good. Because the main reason is that it's all about him. Yeah. Like again, like I said before, you're talking. There's maybe 4 scenes in the entire movie, maybe 2 scenes in the entire movie he's not in. Yeah.
He's literally in almost every frame.
And most of them are news segments. Like TV moments and stuff like that.
So but the rest of the time, even then, he is in them technically in a way. But again, you're talking like every frame has him on it. So he is front and centre.
Ken, it's between Penny Fleck, his mum, and Robert De Niro. Like no one else, maybe Thomas Wayne, nobody else really, you can really be like, how was their performance, because they were good in it, but because they weren't given or needed enough screen time to really show it off, but Todd Phillips' way has shown them in such a small portion.
Made them feel like they matter. For me, it was because of the crucial part they played in
Shaping Todd Phillips, shaping Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur Fleck.
Yeah, it's Arthur Fleck. The way that they shape Arthur in his life is how they reflect. So it's weird by how his elevation of his acting elevated those characters themselves.
Yeah.
Which is another amazing attribute that Joaquin Phoenix has. Okay, anything else we can talk about non-spoilers?
How the
one thing we can talk about non-spoilers.
Yeah.
One thing is the score.
Yes.
The score, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh my god, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. There is stuff that will go into spoilers to do with the score, but there is specific moments in this movie, like the actual Joker score itself.
Yeah.
Like it's even though it's not in all of it, but when Arthur Fleck does things that are not really the best that you would say, or he does things that like elate him and make him feel excited and happy, there is this like, it's not like a dong that kicks in, but it's just that theme that kicks in, and the first time that you hear it, again, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah. But like just that noise that comes all the way is just fantastic. I thought the score is phenomenal, and one thing I found out is that the score was done before the movie.
Aye.
Which doesn't usually happen. And what happens is that Todd Phillips got like a recording of it and played it for Joaquin live on set. And in the spoiler review, there's a bit I'll talk about later. But he like played the music for him.
Yeah. Like
actually while he acted, which like elevates it even better for me.
Wow.
Do you want to go into spoilers?
Yeah, I feel like it's something we should really do.
You need to put a time code down for this.
Well, say what we're sitting at now. We're 41 minutes. Okay, so I'll put about 42 onwards. We'll just say spoiler. That's where we are now.
Cool.
So 42 minutes.
Okay, so spoilers for Joker.
Yes. Fucking tastic.
Absolutely brilliant. Again, yeah. So, the drift of Arthur into madness. This is basically what this entire film is about.
Yeah.
It's a man who his job is a clown.
Yes.
So he already kind of dons makeup already, and that's why I didn't want to say that and spoiler what his job was, because it kind of, they never really mention what his job is in any of the trailers. You just see him like dressed as a clown, but they don't mention it, so I feel like it was important not to.
Yeah, you see one moment in the trailer he's flipping that thing, but that's it. Like he could have other stuff.
And you see him in the hospital dancing.
Yes.
But yeah, so he works as a clown, like a clown performer. And basically, from the very beginning of the film, I'd say, as soon as he clocks in, and he's spinning that sign in front of the store, and gets beaten up by those kids, he's basically, life goes in a downward spiral. He's already unhappy, because you see the very first scene in the movie is him forcing himself to smile.
Yeah.
Where apparently that was 20 takes, and it just by the tear happened to drop down his face, and that's the one they kept. That was not in the script.
Cool.
But yeah,
it's a spiral you just didn't see coming.
It's what you obviously you know the film is called Joker, so you know where you know the beginning.
Yeah. Because
you knew that his name was Arthur Fleck, and because the movie's called Joker, you know where it ends. It's just the ride that it takes you on in the in-between of the descent into madness, and when Arthur Fleck hits a point where he has the choice to make, and he makes the wrong choice.
Yes.
It's basically like, I mean, one of the reasons why a lot of people love the Joker is because he's the complete opposite of the Batman.
Yep.
Because Bruce made the choice to go towards good, where in this film shows you a person who chose the wrong path.
Yeah. Okay, the thing that made him famous in this film. Now, I love the way this is shot, because the way this film's done by Todd Phillips, because it hints and tells you what's going to happen to him, how his mind's going to break down. Sorry about that. But like the laughter that you see in the trailers, like you just think that's just him trying to train or practice his laugh. But Todd Phillips has come out and put it in the film that it's an illness.
It's a medical condition that makes him laugh, which makes it good, but also like
it made it very awkward at times.
It did make it awkward, but it kind of made it like real.
Yeah, and also it had an.
But you can also tell later on when he starts becoming into the persona.
Yeah, is
when you can see that he's doing it not as he can't help it. He does it as in he wants to do it.
Yeah, that's
when he realizes that he's, as he says in the film, and I know we're skipping to the end, but he says that his life is a comedy, not a tragedy.
Yeah,
and that's when he starts like not forcing the laughs out. He starts like basically chucking he makes his laugh on his own accord.
I don't know if you agree with me on this, right? But the clown, right? We'll just say it's the clown. At the beginning, but must be about half an hour, 45 minutes in, when it gets famous, is because.
So for me, yes. So basically, after losing his job because some friend of his employee gives him a gun, which I feel like none of them like him at his job, so he was trying to kind of fuck him over at the begin with.
Which you can see he's in denial about, because the boss is like, no one actually likes you. You know what I mean? He's kind
of... well, this is the whole... And the reason because of that is because his mum has told him that he was put on this earth to make people happy and to just put a smile on your face, so no matter what happens, he tries really hard to make himself happy.
Yeah.
Because his mum is obsessed. Well, at the beginning she's just obsessed with Thomas Wayne, but later on you find out she's fucking cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs.
Yeah, well, she believes that she's had a relationship with him,
and she adopted him, and previous relationships treat Arthur like shit. So Arthur's had a fucking rough time in that regard.
Yes,
and he basically got told to smile and always put on a happy face, and that's why he's always in denial about his stand-up's really good, how people do like him, and he has friends and that, but then deep down inside he also knows that's not true at the same time, and that's why he thinks his life is a tragedy.
Yeah. See, like when the riots start, because as you said before the spoilers, that there's a split between the rich and the poor.
Yes.
And how the 3 rich men were killed by a man dressed as a clown, just a normal clown, no joke or anything like that, right? See, me watching and me thinking back, that's really what he did. What he did was shooting them. Is really bad, but at the end of the day it was still self-defense because those guys were jumping on.
Yes, and I do believe that it's obviously the whole like the riots and all that stuff wouldn't begin and if it was 2 non-rich people, but I feel like the whole town wouldn't lose their shit over just 3 rich guys dying. There's levels to how much I believe about how the city would turn into shit, but like the stuff that happens in the movie where they literally near the end where the whole group beats up 2 policemen, I'm like, maybe this is a bit much for just one like murders.
Doesn't help Thomas Wayne's called he split the line.
That didn't help either. Yeah, like obviously there is more elements to it, but
there's a character we should talk about. I didn't feel like we should talk about before as far as Zazie Beetz' character. I can't remember her name. Sophie Drummond, right? Who, for the get-go, you believe she is not cuckoo for chew, but she's really on waves with Arthur Fleck's character.
You think so? I think that she's just a stressed-out mum, and she does make a little joke towards him, and then for some reason after that, Arthur forms a mental relationship with her. Yeah. Until after an hour in, maybe. Yeah. You find out that none of it's real.
So do you think she actually in the elevator when she fakes guns?
Yes, I believe that's real.
Okay.
Because when he eventually almost like this is basically near the pinnacle end of his mental breakdown, he goes into her house. She knows who he is.
But she's like, oh wait, you're Arthur.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the guy from like that they met in the elevator. After that he forms the entire relationship with her, which you would probably notice by the fact that she doesn't say very much.
Yeah. Which we should have caught on to.
Well, they do play it off really well.
Again,
I don't think they need. Really this is the thing. Did they really need that?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's the exact same thing his mum had. The exact same thing. His mum truly believed she'd had a relationship with Batman. Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne, yeah.
And he.
When we get later on, I've got a question for you, which I'm a tad confused about, but.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like it was a necessary thing to realise that it just didn't happen for him, even though it showed it. What's your question?
Okay, right. So, in the movie, you find out that his mum isn't really his mum and he adopted him.
Yeah.
Okay? And she's cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs.
Yes.
And she basically got put in a mental asylum, and so did he for a bit of his life.
Yeah.
If they are not related, is it just absolute coincidence that she adopted a child that ends up having pretty much the exact same disease as her?
What I think it is because there is a massive, like a lot of psychiatrists and all this stuff are out there say that 80% of people who have certain things and do certain things, it's because they are around it and they've seen it, and it's kind of carries on from a young age.
So you think the trauma and her upbringing caused a lot of the delusions?
Yes. Yeah, and the damage she's passed on to him, which is shown, which the damage he's given is horrible, which you see in the film.
Which is true, because you basically do not see the relationship between them in the film is only when he is round about his age and she's older. So you haven't seen his child grow his rest of his adolescence and his childhood. Okay, I just feel like it's just a weird coincidence that if you're saying that he has the same things as his mum, there is certain points to believability where a random child... Yeah, exactly.
The likeliness of it being the same thing is very slim, but at the same time, the only logical way of looking at it is Todd Phillips has seen these things and went, okay, she's clearly been hurt, had a mental break.
Because obviously a lot the other stuff like that goes on bad in his life, about how like he loves his mum but kind of hates his mum at the same time, and she ends up having a stroke, and then he gets fired at work and he gets the shit kicked out of him, and then he thinks that fucking Thomas Wayne is his dad, but then finds out it's not true, and then finds out that his mum lied to him his entire life and he was adopted, is what pushes him over the edge. The whole like making up the Zazie Beetz in a relationship thing, to me felt like it was a comfort until reality kicked in. Yeah,
it was a comfort to him. It was covering the cracks by having this with her. You know what I mean?
Until he went into her and reality kicks in. But it's not like he was aggressive or anything, because she was just like you, and all he said to her after when you find out that it's like bullshit and all not real, is that he said I had a bad day. Yeah. Like he just wants emotional support, and she just she doesn't know anything.
Yeah, she's not anything to him really.
Okay. I mean, we may as well finish the review of this. We have to talk about basically once he transitions.
First
of all, before we go back to the bit where I'm talking about the score, is when he kills the three stock and he goes to the bathroom. So that was not in the script. Okay, that initially he was meant to go into the toilet and like throw up and like put the gun near his head and try and kill himself, and it would click. And Todd Phillips and Joaquin was like, this isn't Arthur, this doesn't feel right. And they spent hours trying to come up with an idea until Todd Phillips played the score for Joaquin, and he just started doing the dance that is in the film, which I think is phenomenal. That's like one of my favourite parts of the entire film, where it's like that's where it begins to shift. Where it's like it's like he's happy about what he did.
And it's also, I think he also has this realisation that he doesn't think what he did was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, there's no impact really on him.
No.
Like, he kind of gets things, oh my god.
And it's mostly because they are like three
douchebag fucking rich.
Yeah, pretty much, And then when he finds out even more that they worked for like Wayne and stuff like that, he cares even less.
It's weird how much it's all connected. You know what I mean? Like his mum, Wayne, him, Wayne.
I think that I'd say out of everybody that he kills, because it's not a lot.
Yeah.
That killing the person who sold him the gun, who cost him the job, is probably like probably the most brutal in it, and it's probably like the one where it shifts into he literally could get rid of anyone now.
Yeah.
It's not just people who he feels are like treat him like shit. It's literally just anyone. But then he does let the other guy go.
Yeah, the one
The
guy
small
who
person.
showed him respect.
Yeah.
It's like you said, he's like, you're always the nicest kind of.
But that's also the shift in the Joker, where the Joker's uncontrollable and does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
1 minute he could be choking you to death, the next minute he could be pouring you a cup of coffee.
Yeah. How did you feel about the scene at the end with Murray, Robert De Niro's character?
Well, we never really talked about that, where he's obsessed with the show, and one of his stand-up things, because again, they're pulling from the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
And his stand-up goes terribly because he can't stop himself from laughing because he's nervous, which I felt sorry for him. There is points in the movie where I feel sorry for him until he makes decisions where he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, he ends up going on the show, and he does have like a Joker kind of monologue, but the things that he was saying, some of it was right and some of it was not.
Yeah.
Where, like, the treating the lower class like shit, I was like, yeah, fair enough, you got a point. And the whole, like, if it ends up being like 3 random guys, you wouldn't care, and you basically brought me on the show to make fun of me. Yeah. That's all true. Yeah. But the delusion of, like, the way to, like, 2 wrongs didn't make a right, basically, and punishment by punishment doesn't work. Yeah. So that I disagree with. But I thought it was a good scene. I never thought he was going to kill himself.
No.
I knew he was going to shoot Murray.
I thought at one point he would. Like, when the minute he sat down, I thought that's where he was going. But I liked how it's like it came across as a sense of ease, where he went, I did it. And they're like, oh, you're joking. You can't joke with that. He's like, I'm not joking. I did it. I killed him. And he's smirking. But it's not in a sadistic, ha ha ha, I killed him. It's like, yeah, people are praising. It's not political. It's not a thing like this. It's not a thing like that. This is just my life. As you said, my life's not a tragedy. It's a comedy.
That's when he shifts.
Yeah. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful moment in the film. You're just like, wow.
But again, you went down the wrong path.
Yes.
I have to basically make that clear.
Yeah. But we wouldn't condone something like that. We're just saying.
The whole, like, this is condoning violence and stuff like that, I do not agree with at all. There is a billion more, like, there's a YouTuber I watched called Chris Stuckman, and he made a fantastic point, right?
Yeah.
That folk were saying, like, this is violent and this is, like, nobody cares. It's going to promote violence and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Deadpool is more violent than this.
Yes. Star Wars is more violent than this.
But the reason why, like, Deadpool doesn't get all the hate is because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's because this is realistic. Apparently, it's a problem.
Yeah, like going back, as I said, Star Wars literally had one guy kill kids. So
I mean, you don't see that. That's
no, I know, but it's still implied.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And to be fair, besides 3 moments, Arthur Fleck really doesn't do anything violent. He's kind of, before he switches, he's kind of a, okay, yes, that's fine type of, you know what I mean? Like, one of those people you can see he's just kind of yes and okay and just going along with it. He does that most of the film until he gets those moments where he just kind of, doop, the switch goes off.
Okay, if I had to give this film 2 faults.
Yes.
One fault would be that a lot of the stuff that Arthur does in, like, a menacing way and, like, being the Joker, a lot of it just, the way he comes down to get away with it because of sheer dumb luck.
Yeah.
He's not really the kind of Joker where he is threatening, but he's not at the same time, you know what I mean?
Methodical. He's not, he doesn't plan. It's not, like, he never got away from the police because he was smart about it.
It's sheer dumb luck.
Yeah, he literally just jumped in a room.
And to me, it felt like it feels like that sometimes the Joker needs to kind of be madness, but also planned madness.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, and that's probably a bit of fault I'd give for the Joker, for him.
But to be fair, it is really at the beginning of the Joker. Like, it really is just the beginning of him. Like, his mind has been so polluted.
Yeah, but because this is its own standalone thing, it's like you ain't gonna get anything else. So
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another fault I give it, I don't need to see Bruce's penis die again.
Nope.
Have them go in the alley and someone follow, but don't give me the Pearl shit again. I've seen it about a billion times, but I understand why they did it, because, you know...
The minute we saw Zorro...
That's a good point, yeah.
I knew what was happening, I knew where it was going.
I love the fact that he obviously turns Gotham into, like, Gotham nowadays, but the other faults that I'd give it is it's got, like, 3 endings.
Yeah.
So, when he's taken away, after getting caught in the studio, the car crashes and he gets on top of the car, and, like, the blood from the crash he puts into a spiral.
Yes. Which is a fucking
and you're like,
brilliant moment.
Cool, that's the end. Then it shifts him into hospital, like Arkham Asylum, and he's talking to a nurse, and he's laughing.
Yeah.
And you get the aspect that she's telling him about basically all the casualties of that night.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you laughing about?" And he says, "Oh, you'll never get it."
Yeah.
Could have ended there.
Yeah.
And then the real ending is when he comes out and he's basically got blood on him because he's clearly killed that nurse, and then is running about. Where, in my opinion, I would have went with I would have went with in the hospital, you don't get it one, and I know that you're about to say you would have went with on top of the car.
Yeah, I would have went on top of the car.
So because I feel
what took it away from me when we first left is because that bit made me think that it was all fake for a split second. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It made me think it wasn't real. It didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the bit before, it's kind of, oh yes, here's the Joker. But also the second one kind of gives us, if they're going to do another one, it gives us Harley Quinn, because he's in Arkham.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking about that.
I'm saying, but...
I would rather, if this is not, for me, this is not the Joker that has a Harley Quinn.
No, it's not a Joker that has
he struggled to talk to a woman in the first place and made her up in his mind. He's not going to have one that's suddenly infatuated. I mean, this is not the type of one that has Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And he never miraculously turned up in the future and killed Jared Leto, which we wanted.
We're kind of hoping that was snappy a neck. But
so before we move on to your choice, what are you giving it out of 5?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Just because there are 1 or 2 flaws, but that's it. None.
I'm not giving it a 5.
Must see.
But it's damn good.
It's a definite must see. That's for damn sure. But that's the end of the spoilers. So
yeah. So now we're going to move on to your movie choice, which was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, 1995's Mortal Kombat.
Now I'm going to ask you what the story is, and by all means butcher the shit out of this, or do whatever you normally do.
A tournament of pish fighters and CGI poop monsters must battle for the Earth.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah,
that was alright.
Yeah,
so, I mean, again, this is like your Dragonheart pick, where...
Can we start with the good?
Okay, well, yeah. Are you going to go for the
music?
Yeah.
The music.
Not all of it's bad.
Sonya Blade, once she gets put in a dress, but purely on a man thing. There's literally all reason. And when Reptile turns into a person, because that's literally the best fight.
Right, okay. But the music's class.
Yes.
The music's great.
Yes, it's
the reason why this movie has like a shining coat of paint over it.
Yeah. Like, because you're watching these shit fights, but you're like, and you're sitting there bouncing away, you're like, yeah, that's a brilliant fight because of the music, and then you mute it and you're like, wow, this sucks.
Okay, so, I mean, if we're going to shift on to because folk know what Mortal Kombat is, like you say, it's a tournament to the death to save the world.
Yes.
But we have to talk about the cast at least.
Okay.
Right. Shang Tsung is good. Yes. You might say that it's ridiculous, but I'd say the best actor-wise in it is Shang Tsung.
I completely agree. But
is there anybody else that you find good?
I like Liu Kang.
He's probably second best because you've got really flat Johnny, who tries to be funny, Sonya Blade, who does nothing, Jax, who's non-existent,
you've got
extras.
Lord Raiden.
You've got Lord Raiden.
So many extras.
Yeah.
How many times do you have to see the 2 guys stare at each other and scream? The naked talk. Anytime there's a fight.
Yeah, and then you've got obviously it was Christopher. It was the. Do you know who plays Raiden?
Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, who's Highlander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there can be only one. We fucking know, Raiden. We saw it. There should have only been one.
And then you've got the two random dudes as Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you mean the guys that were while they're walking, it looked like they were doing Fortnite dances. Yeah. Seriously, I
don't play Fortnite.
Listen,
so
no, you've shut up. Don't even get pish, right? And you have played Fortnite. Just saying. But if you go honestly go back just to see them walking, it's like they've got their arms stretched out. See, you ever seen those videos where guys have been at the gym and they're walking like they've got massive muscles? That's how
everybody walked in this movie.
Oh my god, that's true.
So everyone, apart from Raiden, because you know Raiden's like angelic and the king of lightning.
Just for a second to make you feel better, can we talk about Kano? Because I know how much.
I forgot about Kano.
I know how much you love.
He's not even Australian.
That's for England.
The actor is so bad in this movie. Like his eye thing looks like shit, and he's not even Australian. He tries to put an Australian accent on, and then suddenly they all just get invited to this tournament by Shang Tsung, but not Shang Tsung, because it's like, yeah, but it is him.
Yeah.
Because they like, why would he pull in people that could clearly be better? Why not just say fuck all and then beat the folk you've been beating for the last 9 years?
It would have made sense just to get Raiden to do it. Like, don't send the guy who clearly wants everybody to lose.
Yeah, because like he's got to win one more tournament and he rules the world. So he's like, right, what will I do for the last time? I don't know. I'll bring folk in that can kill me.
Yeah, that's stupid story.
Yeah. But they had to go with like the set characters.
Yeah.
I hate Reptile.
Yes.
Hate Reptile.
Until it's in the body.
Yeah, but the rest is there, but he doesn't do anything other time.
Such a waste.
He just watches
but to
people
be fair,
from.
That's literally how they've treated his character for fucking eons of games. You know what I mean? Like they've never ever kept him one way. They're kind of like, oh, this is what he can be. Oh, this is what he can be. And
now he looks like proper normal, like the way he's looked for a while, which is the whole. He is a reptile, but he's got like the tongue and the teeth.
Yeah.
What did you think about Goro?
Goro looked like a jobby with arms.
But he did look better than the CG.
Yes, he looked better than Reptile, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I forgot how much CG was in this.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. And obviously it's directed by Paul Wes Anderson, who is the director of all the Resident Evil films.
Yes.
And the future Monster Hunter movie.
Which will be a classic among
obviously
Monster Hunter fans.
So yeah, Goro, the jobby with arms.
Yeah, he looked better than CGI, but he was still a fucking awful scream monster. Looks better than what he does in anything else, but
they got the movement in his face alright.
Yeah. I hated every fight scene. Besides the end.
A lot, especially the first, especially Liu Kang's first one against the dreadlock guy. That was because you're right. They did scream at each other for a long amount. Like one person screamed and he screamed, and it did go for a while. Yeah. And then it didn't really.
I'm really glad I love that. I got the Johnny Cage nut punch.
To Goro.
Yeah, because it's my Johnny Cage move.
Can we talk about his fight with Scorpion first though? Because you know how everybody else fights in an arena, but somehow Johnny has to fight in the woods and then hell.
Yeah, I feel like Johnny was really pushed in this film.
So, how do you feel about that fight? Because I mean, the thing that comes out of Scorpion's hand is it's not a rope. It's like a living thing.
Yeah, it's like a lizard, like a snake or something.
Yeah, but it's meant to just be like a rope or a chain.
Yeah, a chain, yeah.
But no, it's like a weird living thing that follows him.
Yeah. It's so bad.
And then they go to hell.
Well.
Or it looks basically just it's either hell or where Shang Tsung puts all of his scaffolding. And they fight on that for a bit.
Yeah.
And then he takes they try. They honestly try.
Yeah.
Because he takes sort of like they go, they do the full thing where like they try so hard. They do the Johnny Cage nut punch. Liu Kang does the whole like when he runs in the air.
Oh my god, that leg kicking swing thing is just awful. Like disconnected. Right, you're over here, Fraser. It's Blackwater. Blackwater's that one. Just you should be able to only check. Sorry. There's it. Try and talk.
Hello.
Wait. No, I'm just gonna pause it, guys. We're back.
Sorry about that. That was my issue there. Because I was so enthralled by the performance of Liu Kang's kicks that it made me just. It made me break the podcast.
Oh no! What do you like?
So yeah, what we were talking about. Yeah, like I say, they tried the flaming skull, the scorpion, having reptile. They tried.
Sub-Zero dying by ice was a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, he got
impaled by ice.
Yeah, which you think he would know to not do because his whole thing is ice.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically, Scorpion was killed by
time.
One of Kung Lao's hats because he wasn't in it.
Oh yeah.
He got chopped because he somehow chopped a skeleton into bits.
That's so. Yeah. Also, can we talk about fucking Sun Lao try to tricks Liu Kang by being his brother?
No, we'll get to that in the end. Okay, can we talk about Goro's death?
Yeah, it's a bit anticlimactic. It's like, oh my god.
He's also meant to be this big champion, but he clearly has never walked along a ledge before. Yeah. Because he got that punch, which is cool, but then he followed him up to the end and then just got knocked off into oblivion.
Yeah. You must know what this place looks like. You've fought people before. Clearly someone you fought has been quick.
One thing I don't understand is that by the laws of the tournament, if Goro's the champion and he was beat, is that not the end of the tournament?
Yeah, but more like Shang Lao's been like, my turn.
Fair enough. So basically Liu Kang decides that he's great and goes up to fight Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung, he's got tests, is it not? He's got tests of your greatest enemy and you so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And Shang Tsung had killed Liu Kang's brother, and Shang Tsung turns into Liu Kang's brother in front of him, and Liu Kang's like, brother?
Yeah.
Is it you?
Come on.
In front of him.
So fucking stupid. Also, when did Liu Kang, because there's a bit of Raiden goes, you finally learned, Liu Kang. I'm like,
he learned to do the kicky thing.
At what point did he learn anything?
Because he was...
He didn't... I understand in the second film, I think it is, he meets up with the wolf guy. I
haven't seen Annihilation in a long time. And
he sits in sand with some guy. The guy's just came into the new Mortal Kombat. He's got the Indian face paint and stuff like that.
Nightwolf.
Yes, Nightwolf. He meets him. That makes sense, him learning shit, but this one's just stupid. Also, the forced relationships between him and Katana and Johnny Cage and
Sonya Blade, who does nothing.
Yeah.
Sonya beats Kano. She kills Kano, but that's it.
She's literally there, and that was a terrible fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a fucking TNA wrestling match.
He's bad. He's bad. The Kano, the guy to the place Kano is horrendous. The only person who's worse is Jax, who does nothing.
He's like, sorry, don't run away.
He does not. And then there was the random guy who was killed by Goro, who when he picks him up, when Goro fights the bald guy, and he picks him up and he's like, now you die, and he just hits him again.
Yeah.
He didn't die. Well, that's nothing.
I don't understand.
I was like, wait, does he pull him apart or does he square? I don't remember this being in it, but no, he just dies. The only fatalities they would do is when Shang Tsung pulls their soul out.
And even that looked like shit.
Shang Tsung is beat.
Yeah.
And then his real brother comes out and says, well done.
Thank you, brother, for rescuing me.
I'm surprised he didn't punch him, thinking he's Shang Tsung. But
oh no, he's alive!
And then we get a nice little freeze frame when Shao Kahn comes out, who looks so bad.
Yes.
Who looks like just an actor who's wearing a weird rock mask.
Yeah.
And then they all go ha! And then the fucking music kicks in, and I fucking restarted the film and I watched it again.
That's it. You know what I mean? All the way through, you're like, oh my god,
the music is the fucking best.
Yeah.
Anytime the music kicked in a fight, I was just like that's all I cared about.
So are we doing Annihilation one day?
Definitely fucking not. What are you gonna give it out of 5?
1.
One for the music.
Yeah, one for the music.
Because the music's fucking banging.
The music is outstanding. This is one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Is it one of the is it worst thing is it what have we reviewed that's sort of hot shit? Is it worse than Dragon Ball Evolution?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because that was
Dragon Ball's worse, but that's a personal.
Is it worse than Holmes and Watson?
Yes.
What's the other really bad one you reviewed?
Besides Dragonheart?
Well, Dragonheart, yeah, well, again, you need to stop picking films from your childhood because it's just ruining shit for us.
I know.
But yeah, I'm good. One.
Yeah,
one.
Just,
well, the only thing I've got to ask you is, what you done lately?
Well, I've been, obviously CW started up again, the classic Arrowverse.
Mm-hmm.
So Supergirl kicked off with a good bang. Hurt the Big Bad isn't against her, which is kind of cool. Like, it's the Martian Manhunter's brothers turned up. Okay, that's really Black Lightning is just fucking phenomenal. It's a really good show. It's on Netflix.
No, I'm not watching it.
No, I wouldn't expect it, but it's one of those ones you could watch because it's not tied to them yet, but it's done it's done so well. Batwoman. Now there's a surprise. I wanted to watch it just for the case of being like, oh, it's connected to Batman. Let's watch it. But she's really good at playing Kate Kane. What's her name again?
Ruby Rose.
She plays the character really well. Lucius Fox's son plays that part, which he's done really well. They've even mentioned Robin and Batman and all this stuff, but she holds her own so far. It's not 2 episodes in, but it's good. What else? Started Walking Dead, but no one really cares.
Especially me.
It's a good start. Anyway, but there's an anime on Amazon Prime called Vinland Saga. It's a Viking anime. Really,
that's right up your alley.
It's right up my alley. It's fucking brilliant. It's so well drawn. It's such a good story so far. It sucks that it's like one by each week. You know what I mean? Like weekly. But it's so good. Other than that, I played Daisy and the new Battlefield map, which Underground, which is just fucking pure madness. But other than that, that's about it for me really. Obviously we've got Outer Worlds next week, thank fuck. But what about you? What have you been up to lately?
Well, after our last episode of Tron, I watched all of Tron Uprising because fuck me, it's still great.
Still holds up?
Yeah, fucking still love it. Absolutely, it's so underrated. Found out all of Futurama was on Amazon, so watched that randomly at points. Why not? The new season of Big Mouth was on Netflix. Got through that. I was talking about earlier when we were talking about Rick and Morty, but it's still great. I think that it's weirdly hyper realistic. It's weirdly completely not stuff that would happen, but it's also really relatable at the same time.
Yeah, I get you.
And the hormone monsters, and they're still all the jokes and that are funny. And it's weird when it's a show about puberty and that, all the dick jokes make sense. You know how you eventually would get sick of dick jokes?
I feel like it's all about Borderlands, but okay, go on.
But because the show is about that, it's not not funny.
It holds up and it's done well.
And I watched Robin Hood on Netflix, the Tara Edgerton Jamie Foxx movie.
And?
I liked 70% of it. I hated the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, it kind of goes off the cuff.
Because it turns into a weird sort of band together fight, and then it turns into sequel bait, and the guy for 50 Shades of Grey is Two-Face.
Yeah.
And
how did you feel about the fire being pushed away by shields? And the big fights.
Ben Mendelsohn walked through them really cool, and I like Ben Mendelsohn, so I let it go.
Okay.
I let it go because Ben Mendelsohn is awesome.
Yep. Okay.
But the rest of it, I'm not a fan of. I don't mind Jamie Foxx, but I was would be more interested if he died. But then he's Little John. It's basically setting up to be a proper Robin Hood film. It's like Robin Hood becomes Robin Hood, but then in the second one it's going to be Robin Hood as Robin Hood.
So it's literally just Russell Crowe.
Because he goes into the
Gruff.
woods and then they all become his merry men, which is basically Robin Hood.
Yeah.
So it's basically about becoming Robin Hood against Two-Face.
The Hood became Robin Hood in the Hood.
And then he's up against Two-Face.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Overly sexualised Two-Face. I get it.
I don't understand why he's got that hams to him.
They watched Mission Impossible Fallout and went, okay.
Nailed
it.
Yeah, fair enough. Apart from that is pretty much it. I don't think I've done anything else. I mean, the missus have started watching MasterChef because all 10 seasons are on Amazon, and she loves a cooking show.
You're so married.
They're right.
You go back 8 years. I was crazy. I was on MasterChef. You'd be like, why the fuck would I waste my time with that? Now you're like,
I like cooking shows.
My wife like to watch the show.
Yeah, that's right. I've been indoctrinated.
I come round and I'm like, save me.
Calm. I'm watching the Drag Race UK on BBC Three.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm indoctrinated. Leave me alone.
The shit you pick on for me, the shit you watch.
I would rather watch that than any other the CW. Anything.
Fuck right.
Anything.
You're a liar because you watched The Flash and you like
I did watch The Flash, and the reason I watched The Flash is because The Flash is
your favourite character.
Is my favourite DC hero.
Yeah.
But eventually I got sick of him fighting speedsters.
You're a liar. You just lost touch with it. You don't know it. You need to come back.
And then they
download all
don't. There's too much stuff.
I'll get in the Supernatural.
There's I think there's stuff coming out. That War of the Worlds thing on BBC is going to be coming soon.
Yeah. Watchmen's
soon.
That's next month. This month.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a couple of things coming this month that I'm interested in. So I will let you people tell where they are, and I will decide. I'll where to find us, and I will decide between the 3 films that I've got in my head.
Yeah.
And they are horror films.
Nice.
I'm not. You're not getting away for this because it's October.
On Twitter at Off Pointless, where I respond to all messages when anybody sends us a message or any choice in films they want to do. We're on Instagram at Pointless Point of View, which has a link to our YouTube channel, which most of our content goes up on Pointless Point of View on YouTube. I'm trying to get us back onto the iTunes and the iPod channels and stuff like that to put just the audio, but it's really nippy to try and sort out now. But I've prolonged this long enough for Fraser to hopefully come up with a decision. Have you got one?
Yes, I do. I have 3 choices here, right? And I know what the one I'm going for.
He's got 3.
I know. Well, you do this as well, but I've got 3 choices to go for. So I want to go horror for October.
Makes
so
sense.
I wanted to go like old school, and then like one of our time. And then I was like, you know what? Let's think of one that I know is great, that I'm not sure if you've seen, but it's probably like one of the best horror films. So first I was going to go with The Exorcist, like super old school, classics. But then I thought like, oh, what if I go with one of our time? And the horror movie like of our time is Scream.
Oh my god, yes.
But I've decided against that.
Come on, you're tasting me here.
And I have decided to go with John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ooh.
The Kurt Russell one. Not the one with all the practical effects. John Carpenter's The Thing is my choice.
Nice, good choice.
Have you seen it?
No,
you've not. This will be your first time. This is what I've been waiting for this to come across a film that one of us haven't seen, and this is a good film.
Okay, I'll have to watch. I'll try and stick to the horror theme for my next choice.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But, right. Well, have you got anything else to add?
That's it. I've been Callum.
I've been Fraser.